So I'm going to expand on your discussion. I found it interesting. I think there's a lot of neglected populations. Oftentimes, we just talk about whether adults are meeting specific physical activity recommendation guidelines, and you spoke on adolescents and younger individuals if they are meeting it, and they are. So I wanted to expand and look at a different population that I often feel might not have as much light shed on them. So it's factors associated with meeting physical activity guidelines by adults with intellectual and developmental disabilities. So these individuals are not children, as the title infers. These are adults, but they do have intellectual and developmental disabilities. So this was done by Roger Sandliff and Linda Anderson. And they, as I previously stated, look at individuals with IDD, and oftentimes, the reason they look at them is because oftentimes they have sedentary lifestyles. And this was done in 2011 to 2012 when they decided to really look at them. So I just wanted to provide some statistics. 30.8% of the American population would be considered within the IDD population. They also included individuals with more severe disabilities such as Down syndrome, mobility impairments, obesity, poor health, and mental illness. So what they find is more than like half of these individuals within this specific population do not even meet half of the requirements that is recommended to the average adult. And again, a lot of the requirements that we do have to look at within the book, it does state that these are requirements made for healthy individuals. So not even individuals with diabetes, things like that. And there are separate recommendations for them. So I'm not associating it with that, but I'm saying that many of these individuals with IDD do not even get to participate in physical activities. Oftentimes, the article goes to say is because there is no independent lifestyle for them. So we have to come up with like more creative ways and not neglect them. I know in another class, we really took the time to it was an assignment to go to parks that had disability friendly equipment. And I really, within my radius of where I live, I couldn't find one that was within like at least a 30-minute drive. Even though there are some on Google that you can find, I went there and there was no equipment for them. So the article goes to talk about that we need to normalize equipment that's friendly for everybody so that they can have access within the community for exercising, and it could be independently without whether it's a caregiver or a loved one. So I thought that was very interesting to look at because we're often just focusing on healthy individuals, and obviously that is the central line of this class. There are other classes for different purposes, but I just thought it was a good add-on to your discussion.